But I'm sure that Professor Waleke would agree that for the economy of Nigeria, it didn't really thrive in 2024. So help me explain. Because, I mean, there were issues, of course, as a result of subsidy removal, floating of the naira. I mean, there were a lot of pressure on the economy. You know what the interest rate was like, inflation rate rather, what the inflation rate was like in 2024. I mean, so the economy wasn't as fantastic as you say for the capital market. Tell us, why did we not feel the impact, that the capital market had on the economy?
Thank you for that question. It's important to explain to Nigerians that for every good thing that will finally come to bear, there must be some teething times. Those were the teething times. If you look very clearly, you see that the president engaged in so many reforms. And that was because before now, things were not good. Right. So, and it was important that you have a president that could take very bold steps in taking decisions that will finally culminate into prosperity. All of the issues that were raised in 2024 has been negative. We're towards a prosperous 2025. Irrespective of the fact that there were pockets of successes, like we said, like the capital market. It was important that we had, a very good tax regime. It was important that we were able to deal with the issues of subsidy. It was important that we were able to deal with issues of insecurity. All of this were done by the president, courageously, making sure that the platform for growth is set. It would have been a total disaster if we relied on the situation we had on ground. So all of the issues that came up in 2024 was towards a successful and progressive and sustainable 2025. So you see inflation, yes, it came up, but you can see that it is moving up and down, which means it's nearing a bottom up, a situation where we can now say, okay, this is actually where we are. There was no reason why we'll continue to live in a mirage, knowing fully well that there should be some structural changes that should be done. And that's what Mr. President did, and he is still doing. You can see the developments, you can see the constructions that are happening, the road constructions, and all of those kind of developments. You can see the investments in agriculture, you can see the fiscal side, the policies that are being put in place in the fiscal side, rejigging the tax law in order that everyone will be involved. It will be totally unfair that there's no justice in tax. That is exactly what the new tax reform bill is working to, making sure there is justice in taxation among Nigerians.